Alrighty, I told you I'd be back with the cake. I poked holes in it this morning, and then I made the chocolate pudding mix while it was still sort of thin. I poured it over and spread it out evenly on top of it so that it would soak into the cake. Now the cake itself was kind of dense, but it was still moist, and so once that was all on there, I put that in the refrigerator for a little bit till the whipped topping thawed because it was frozen. Once it thawed, I spread it out over the top of it, and it was very much like a Boston cream pie, but in a cake form. The cake itself was kind of a dense cake, but it was still moist. Then it had that little bit of a chocolate layer and the cream layer, and one of the boys that was there today does not normally like cake, and he actually asked for seconds. So I thought that was a pretty good indication that it tasted good. So I would highly recommend it to anyone that wants to play around with ingredients they have. It turned out absolutely delicious. So for lunch today, I took some frozen roll dough, thawed it out, cut the dough pieces in half, and in the bottom of the muffin tins I greased it all, and then I pressed half of the dough into the bottom of the pans. And then once I had all those done, I put marinara sauce on each section, and then I put pepperoni, which I only put basically a half a pepperoni. You could add more if you wanted to. You could have put chicken or bacon or just cheese if you wanted to. Any way you like pizza. You could add onions. You could do whatever with it. We had a bunch of kids we were serving, so we just did basic pepperoni. But then a little later, my daughter decided she wanted to add pesto. So in some of them, we added a little bit of pesto sauce. She and our friend both wanted that kind. And I tried one with the pesto and I loved it. Then I coated all of them with a nice sprinkling of cheese.
I don't talk on it very often because I always get interrupted.
I used probably about
okay, so I had an idea
to a fourth of the amount of cheese
for this. I'm thinking I might put another
because I
piece
still
of
had
dough
half a bag of cheese left
over the top of it.
after we did 3 whole pans.
And
if I were
then
to
put a
make
little
a
bit
full-size
of,
pizza, I would use a whole lot more cheese than that. So this
garlic
was
butter
kind of a
drizzled over it
frugal
before we bake it.
thing for me to
and
do.
a little tiny bit of cheese.
It worked out nicely. So once we had all of those done, we took the dough pieces, pressed them, and just placed them on top. And did that till the whole pan was full.
Kind of.
And then once that part was done, which they were kind of hard to get the right size, once that was done, we had some melted butter with garlic powder and some other seasonings, and we just brushed that on each one. And then once that was done, we popped them in the oven. I think we put it in 350 for about 15 minutes, and then I did another brush of oil on the top before I took them out of the oven. And they popped out perfectly, and they were absolutely delicious. And my friend that I was with today said that she would be doing this for her family. She said it was good. Her kids loved them, we loved them, and it was a fun thing we all did together.